If I asked you the question this morning, what do you want? How would you answer that question? Every single one of us going through this life has got hopes, dreams, goals, and desires. And I'm not even going to talk about those goals today. I'm going to talk about how you start paving the way for achieving those goals, those desires, those deep-seated things that maybe you've never shared with anyone, but that your soul says to you, I want that. So when we start pursuing a goal, the first thing you have to get to grips with is you have to know yourself. You have to make it a practice to spend time with yourself. I talk a lot about introspection, and this is what I'm referring to here. Introspect. Spend time with yourself. Ask yourself, who am I? What do I want? Where am I going? What's holding me back? What is important to me? What are my values? And there's a whole string of questions that you could ask yourself and you could start working through. But you've got to carve out this time to consciously and intentionally get to know yourself, because identity is the very foundation for how we live our lives. Identity is how we show up in the world. Identity is how people respond to us. Identity is everything. And it starts with knowing yourself. So you've got to start creating this introspection habit in your life. But more than that, I want to talk about the counterbalance. Sometimes you don't know the questions to ask yourself. And this is where a coach can be so incredibly valuable. A coach will ask you the questions you've perhaps never dared to ask yourself. A coach will ask you the questions that you've never thought to ask yourself. I can't tell you how many times I've sat with my coach and he's thrown a question at me and I've gone, wow, I don't know. Let me think about that. Hold on a sec. And this is all part of the journey to getting to know yourself. So my encouragement to you today is start the introspection practice. Start getting to know yourself, because identity informs how you show up in this world. But bring in an accountability partner, whether it's a coach, a mentor, or simply a good friend who you trust, someone who can ask the big questions. Get someone to start asking those same big questions of you. And this is how you start paving the way to achieving whatever it is your heart desires.